Good evening, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Lori.
And we're the Mountains to Sea crew. We are here to talk to you guys tonight about Alaska. Hello, Abby. How are you doing this evening? Seen you posting a lot of videos here lately. Loving it, loving it. Keep up the good work. So we are on the final countdown.
It's coming quick.
Bags are almost packed.
More bags packed for me.
Yeah, we've got...
and it's full.
Oh, great. So no room for souvenirs from Alaska. Lori's bringing too much clothes.
I'm bringing a week's worth of stuff.
Yeah, well...
For 14 days, I would say that is pretty good, especially for me.
We're going to have to get the laundry package.
You know, why don't you give me the big suitcase? You take the smaller suitcase and see if
You're not going to want to carry the big suitcase. It's not about the size of the suitcase. Even though I've got a bigger suitcase,
you fit more.
It fits more, but it still has to be under 50 pounds. So it doesn't really matter, you know? I mean, it all comes down to the same thing. I got more room, but you got the same weight on either one of them. Abby, I don't think we have looked at your description here lately, but we will check it out, certainly. Well, you're the only one chatting right now, Abby, so
it's got to pick on somebody.
You got to pick on somebody. If you're spamming in chat, yeah, Nightbot's gonna shout you out. All right, let's see.
I have to drink this up quick because this has caffeine in it.
Yeah, there's nothing in there that that's night. just the way Nightbot's going to be, I guess.
Turn that thing down. Nightbot, you're poopy.
Yeah, Nightbot tries to keep people in line, but if you haven't done so already, you can type !M2C. Let's see if that's going to work here.
What does that do?
It's supposed to post your channel link.
No, isn't it?
Oh, there it goes. Because I haven't seen anybody do that yet.
Well, no, you would put your exclamation point and then your...
No, that's right.
Okay, let's see. Because the other day when I was on a live chat, it had something else.
Yeah, you can customize it to do whatever you want to do.
Hey, Bud Files. Oh, wait, it worked, Abby.
Yeah, there we go. Abby, you popped up. Hello, Bud Files. Good evening, good evening.
I'm a little warm, so if I start getting a little glistening, or I'm like, now you know why.
Yeah, well, you won't be warm for long. Not going to Alaska.
So I looked at I have it in my phone. My phone's over there, and I pulled up Vancouver because that's where we're going to be on Saturday.
Yeah.
And the high that we're there is 60 degrees, which, okay, I can deal with 60, but that's the high. So like everything before that is a low.
Yep.
So, and I was like, oh no, that's what it's going to be our whole trip. So if it, you know, the low could be 10 to 20 degrees lower. And I don't know about any of you guys, but I heard that it snowed in Alaska this week, the place that we're going.
Yeah, well, my sister's mother-in-law was actually on a cruise to Alaska
is that how
last
it was
week.
snowing?
It might have been, yeah. So she posted a bunch of pictures, said that the weather didn't cooperate, but it was a great trip. But that's Alaska, folks.
I know.
You watch any of the other videos out there about Alaska, they tell you, be prepared for rain, be prepared for changing weather. It could be cold, it could be warm. You just don't know.
And it's definitely going to rain.
They say
So
plan to wear layers. You definitely get rained on at some point. And we're going relatively early in the season, the first part of June. So yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit cold. There's still going to be snow on the mountaintops.
Yeah, but that's okay.
But that's okay. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Should have some pretty amazing, dramatic pictures and video and everything else. So this is going to be awesome. So yeah, Friday we jump in the car and drive.
Tomorrow. No, that's not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow day is Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah.
Our last packing night. Yep. And then we got to go to work Friday. And then after work, we're driving to Atlanta to catch our flight to Calgary and then Vancouver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
we connect in Calgary.
Yep. So that should be pretty cool. First time to Canada for me.
Me too.
Awesome. Yeah.
This will be a first after 17 years.
Yeah, maybe. First what?
A first. Like we haven't had the first that we've done this, and well, I guess we have because we go on cruises, and then
we had our first cruise.
Yeah,
back in September.
All right, whatever.
First time to the Bahamas together. First time to Aruba together. First time to Curacao together.
First birthday in Curacao. How about that?
St. Thomas, St. Kitts. That's probably your first birthday in a foreign country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Lots of firsts.
Yes. So.
All right. Abby's off her crutches. Good to hear. Awesome. Hope you get better quickly. All right. So, what do we got? So, we're going to be getting into Vancouver at, what, about 2 o'clock?
I thought it was 1:30, but when I just looked, actually, I might have it here. No. No. I think it's about 2:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Local time.
Yeah. So we'll get there about 2:30 or so. Hopefully get to our hotel. We're staying in downtown Vancouver. I don't know the name of the hotel.
I can tell you guys if you give me a minute. And
we'll definitely be reviewing the hotel.
Yes.
We'll get checked in, drop our stuff off, get set up for the night, and then we'll have maybe 4 or 5 hours to explore around Vancouver, see what there is to see in the city. Don't know much at all about Vancouver. We watched maybe one video on Vancouver so far. So
we are staying at the Pinnacle Hotel Harborfront.
Harborfront on the harbor, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that's got to be pretty close to the cruise port. I believe.
That's what I was trying to do. I did a lot of research, and I'm not sure, but I really tried to make everything easy and close, and so we'll see. I don't know anyone that stayed there, so if anybody has stayed there or heard anything about, what did I say? The Pinnacle Hotel Harborfront. It's on West Hastings. Let us know.
Abby.
Thanks for coming out, Abby.
Thanks for coming out and spamming our chat with emojis.
Yeah, that's all it says.
So yeah, if you guys know anything about Vancouver, if you've been there before, let us know in the chat or in the comments what there's to do. I mean, the video that we watched, they took like a ferry or something across to an island that had restaurants and things on it. So I don't know. We'll have to look and see if we can figure that out. And
I saw in one of the Facebook groups, I think, the actual cruise that we're going on.
Yeah.
They had somebody was talking, or people were talking about places to eat.
Yeah. And
places to eat.
Most people that watch this channel probably cruise a lot. But if you didn't know, that's probably one of the better ways to find out about your cruise and about things going on your cruise is to just go on Facebook and type in your ship name and your sail dates, and will probably pop up with a Facebook group that's for everybody that's going to be on that ship.
Mm-hmm. And then people communicate. We did that on the Icon.
Yeah.
And on that particular group, and they said it was not that it wasn't normal, but it tends not to happen as much. But people were taking pictures of themselves and posting them and saying, "Hey, I'm such and such," coming from wherever they were coming from.
Right.
And so it tended to kind of, and then everybody was doing it, so you can kind of recognize people when you get on the ship.
Yeah, maybe.
Like
anything else.
There was so many.
All the stuff in Facebook is like, okay.
We had a little
maybe I recognize that person.
Pool kind of gathering for sail away.
Yeah, that was.
And we did bring some beads, so we met some
kind of
people.
Fun.
Yeah, we met a handful of people. That was fun.
That was pretty neat. Was that Icon or was that Odyssey?
Oh, you know what? That was Odyssey.
That was Odyssey. Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake. That was Odyssey.
I mean, we joined the Facebook group for whatever cruises were going on.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on this one for a while, and that's really the only contact that we have.
Well, I'm in 2.
You're in 2?
Yeah, I'm on the since we're taking the New Amsterdam. I'm on the New Amsterdam one, and I'm also in the actual cruise that we're taking.
Right. I mean, I was hoping, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus here, but I was hoping that since we're going on a group cruise, that there would be some group stuff. And the hosts of our group cruise are not going to be able to make it, which, stuff happens. But there's nobody organizing anything on this cruise.
That we know of.
And I mean, I don't even know how many people. There are probably, a dozen or more folks that are on this group cruise.
Well, we're speculating.
I mean, they have put it out in the Facebook group, and they've talked about it some in the Facebook group.
Yes. Yes.
But there's nothing going on. And we even reached out to the hosts when they told us that they wouldn't be going, and said, hey, if you need us to organize things, get people together, have meetups, whatever, just let us know. We'll be glad to jump in and help out. And nothing. So
we're still gonna have a good time anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great time.
There's no doubt about that. Maybe reach out to the travel agent and ask, if there is anything, and and she could share our information if anybody wanted to kind of get together. So I mean, we can do some proactive things
but that's a little bit
making it better.
A little bit disappointing, considering it's number one, our first group cruise, and we've got our own group cruise coming up in November, our first group cruise.
Yeah. So we're kind of learning from this to see what we would like and what maybe we could do to make it better for some of our people that are going. So
yeah, because it seems part of the reason to go on a group cruise is to get the good rates and the perks and the special benefits, all that kind of stuff that we talk about on our little video. But
I mean, why do you guys?
That's half of it. The other half of it is you want to have your group of people that you're going to hang out with, that you may have special events with, or the people that are running the group say, hey, we've got a little something for you for coming on our group cruise, or whatever it is. And so at least that's our thoughts going into it from the outside.
And we're still new.
And we are new, but I have seen other group cruises that have been on YouTube where they've done that. They'll have meetups with all of the people in the group, and they'll give them something, a little memento from that group cruise, whatever.
Well, here.
And that's something we are doing on our group cruise.
Well, here's a couple of things. So you guys that are out there, there's certain things, maybe you've gone on group cruises and maybe they did some things that you liked, or, things that you didn't like, or things you like to see. Let us know. Please put it in the comments and help us out and let us know, how to make it good for our people.
Right.
And the other thing was, I missed the second one, but Oh,
Yeah.
if you're watching and you haven't said hello, let us know you're here.
Yeah.
And where
Let
you're
us know
from.
that you're in the house. But I mean, even on your birthday cruise, you went out and you had T-shirts made for everybody that came on your birthday cruise back
I did.
in November. And this is going
And
to be
they were
your
all
second birthday
sports,
cruise.
and they wore them.
Yes, and everybody wore those shirts on the embarkation day.
Yeah. They
Now,
did.
for our November group cruise, don't know what all we're doing, but we're definitely going to do some things together. And
Or at least we're
we
going
do
to
have
try.
our cruise lanyards now.
People don't have to
Yeah, they don't have to
do stuff, but we can try and do a couple things together.
We do have our Mountains to Sea crew cruise lanyards that
We do.
I plan on giving one of those to everyone that comes along with us.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be a little something to remember it by. It's not much, but I feel like that's the least that we can do, and try to have some get-togethers.
I wanted to try and do a group excursion, but
Yeah. We're
struggling
definitely
with
going to be
that.
doing a group excursion on our February
Yes.
group cruise, because that is landing in St. Martin.
Yes. And who better
to take you around St. Martin than us?
Than people that have been there
Yeah.
for
I mean,
a god awful amount of
yeah,
years.
I mean, I've been there 12, 13 times now. So, yeah. Right. And you've been there 20 times. Who knows?
I have no idea. Do we want to talk about this? Because that's why people are watching. Because it's all about
get back to Alaska.
It's not about group cruises. I mean, we could talk about group cruises if you guys want to.
We get into Vancouver Saturday. We can board. Apparently, Vancouver operates a little bit different. If you didn't know this, they have one cruise terminal, and all the cruise ships come there. And since you're sailing out of Canada to the U.S., you got to clear U.S. customs before you board the ship. So we got an email about that. All right, that's a little bit different. They said
I didn't get through that email.
They said to arrive early, arrive like before 10 a.m.
or after 1:30.
Or after 1:30, but you can't board the ship until 10:30,
11,
or 11,
something like that.
And you have to be on board by 2.
Yeah. So it's
so
going to be busy.
Yeah, it's going to get crazy right there in the center of that time frame. But if we get there early, I guess maybe we can be some of the first to get on board.
Oh,
and
we're going to try. We'll see how it goes.
On cruise days, who wants to hang around on land? You want to get on the ship as soon as you can.
Yeah, you do.
But this is going to be a different experience for us, for sure, because we've never waited to board a ship.
We've been very, very fortunate that
I guess we have.
We get right on. And then even getting off, only once did we have any kind of bottleneck.
Yeah.
That was our first cruise together on the Freedom.
Yeah.
There was some bottleneck. But every
other one that we've gone to, Port of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, we show up at the cruise terminal. We get in the line because there's always going to be some kind of line. But then you get up to wherever they're checking your documentation. They check you go through, they check you again, take a picture, you go through security, and boom, you're on board. That's all we've experienced so far. So this may be a little bit different if they've got a waiting room and we've got to sit down and wait to be called. So that's going to be a little bit unusual.
But we're going to take you guys with us, so you'll know exactly what it is that we have to do. So you'll know
filming
what you're
as much of it as we
experience.
Can't do that in customs and immigration.
Right. All right. So this is going to be a 7-day northbound cruise and then a 3-day land.
Yep. So it's a land
for those
and sea
that didn't know what we were doing.
Cruise. Yep. If anybody didn't know. And it's what, the Glacier Experience or something like that?
It's called.
That's what they call it.
The Glacier. It's a 7-day Glacier Discovery northbound.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
So we're going from Vancouver, and on day 1, day 2 is scenic cruising, the Inside Passage. So we've got a whole day of cruising. There's supposed to be a lot of sights to see during that cruising through the Inside Passage.
Again, we're speculating because we haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
so.
But I mean, you've got land on both sides. The sea should be almost perfectly calm. Uh, not much to worry about there, but lots of sights and beautiful scenery. So that should be pretty cool. Day 3, though, we get to Ketchikan. And originally, so we're getting into Ketchikan 6:30 a.m., leaving at 3 p.m. Originally, we had planned to just walk around town, and that was all we were going to do in Ketchikan.
Just check it out.
Just check it out. But
somebody
keep seeing the lumberjack show, and I'm like, we got to do that. That looks pretty cool. Looks like fun, even if it's just a kind of a stage show, but it is still pretty neat, the things that they do. And so
we reserved that as one of our excursions on that day. And I kind of wanted to check out the they're not are they called tikis?
Oh, the totem poles.
The totem poles.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a totem pole park.
Yeah, I'd like to
right there around
check it out
around the downtown area at Ketchikan
and walk around and explore. So our lumberjack show is at 11 a.m. and so we've got more than enough time to.
Yeah, so if we get off the ship early, go have coffee or tea, breakfast, whatever.
Breakfast, pickleball, Ketchikan.
Pickleball. Yeah. And then we'll be back aboard by 3 and back to cruising. So.
Yeah. And then day 4 is Juneau, and we're there all day. We're there almost 12 hours. So we have 2 excursions planned on that day.
No, I think it's just one.
Oh, am I fibbing? I'm fibbing. Yes, I'm fibbing. Is that Eddie?
Hey, Eddie is in the house.
Hey, Eddie. Okay, so no, I was just kidding. No, we have only one excursion plan.
Yeah.
Should we tell them what it is?
Sure.
Okay. The excursion is called Wales and Mendenhall Glacier Photo Safari Small Group Experience.
Yeah. So you want to take cool pictures? We're going on a photo safari. Hopefully we'll catch some whales.
Print right, so.
I've got a halfway decent zoom lens. We'll see how that performs.
And I bought a new necklace for this trip. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I usually, well, not tonight, but I usually try to always have something different when I travel or just something. And so I bought the whale tail and I'm going to be rubbing it and I'm going to be wishing on the whale gods to bring me some whales.
Did you know about that?
Did you know? You like that? Did you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Eddie.
That was Eddie.
I like that, Eddie.
Yeah, so that's, and how long is that? Do you know?
It's like 4 to 6 hours. I can't remember how long.
4 to 6 hours. Okay.
I'm guessing because
so that's,
I can't find the descriptions.
It's kind of like the morning, right?
10:45.
Yeah, so 10:45.
So we'll have a good part of the day after that.
Good part of the day, and even after we get back, we don't leave port until 9:30.
Yeah.
So we've got time to explore. Maybe hit some of those breweries in Juneau.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where's the duck farce? That's Skagway, right?
Beer. Yeah, I think that's
okay.
Skagway.
Well, then let's move on to Skagway.
Skagway's going to be a little bit difficult.
Skagway.
We got a packed day.
Oh my God, we
in
do.
Skagway.
We'll have time to get it. We have to get a duck farce. We can't.
So that port day is 5:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. So long port days.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that some of the cruise lines, sometimes they'll have really short stops in ports, but man, Holland America is like massively extended days.
Well, here anyway.
Yeah, at least on these.
And we have 2 excursions planned on this day. Now, this is right. I'm right now. So it's 7:30 in the morning. We're going to do what Corey wanted to do and do the White Pass Rail Summit, but we're going to do the gold panning and we're going to get a barbecue lunch.
Yep.
So that's going to be.
So yeah,
fun.
we get to
hey,
do some
Carnival
gold
Cruise
panning.
Addicts, welcome.
Hey, welcome aboard.
And so that is quite a long. I mean, that's
a good part of the day.
Yeah.
I think we get back like at 1 or something.
Early afternoon, I think.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple hours, I think. And then the second one, I'm pretty excited about this one. At 4:00, we're going to do Skagway in Focus, a guided photography adventure.
Yeah.
And you guys might not know, but I do love photography and I love to take pictures.
Yeah. And I love photography as well. I spent a couple of years working as a professional photographer, but that was many, many moons ago. So that'll be a pretty cool tour, and hopefully we see some really neat stuff to shoot.
Okay, so
and it's going to be later in the evening, so you get the golden hour. And
so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
All right, so I already said I wanted to see whales, but that's a given. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to see whales in
Wanna see
Alaska.
whales.
I mean, I would think, right? So in this photography adventure, right? Did I say that properly?
I think that's
photography adventure. What are you looking most forward to photograph?
Well, whales. Definitely want to get some video of whales, and of course glaciers. I'd love to catch a glacier calving and get some video of that. That'd be neat.
That means when it falls off.
Yeah, when piece
You
breaks
hear
off. Yeah.
Like that.
So yeah, that should be pretty cool.
I want to see a bald eagle in action.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see tons of bald eagles.
Yes.
Is it Skagway? I think where you had the most, or maybe it's Ketchikan. I think it's Ketchikan, because that's where all the salmon are coming up and spawning.
Yeah, well, that's where you're supposed to see all the bears.
Yeah, bears. Grizzlies. Definitely want to see some of those, and just watching the videos that are out there, it's like you see this scenery and it's like, man, that just looks perfect.
So excited.
It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Trying to
get back in the shot. Get in the shot.
Yeah, there's some disturbance around my aura. All right, so that's Skagway. Like, this is like, I'm so excited. There's so much going on. We're gonna be exhausted.
Yeah,
like we're gonna sleep for like a week.
An intensive
right. So that
cruise schedule.
So that was day 5.
Yeah.
Right. We have the first day is the sea day, and it's the inside passage.
Yeah, it's not like a sea day. Oh, we're at sea. We can do whatever we want inside the ship.
You're not gonna see anything. Like go have some fun.
No, you got stuff going by both sides. You've got whales and dolphins and who knows what that you're going to be sailing by. So
Carnival Cruise Addict, let me tell you what, we booked this almost a year ago, and it was so far away for so long, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's like here, and you're like, oh my God, like we're leaving in 2 days, and like, what am I going to pack? What are we going to do? Oh my God, is everything
we did the same thing last year. We were watching all the cruise videos about Alaska that were coming out in the summer. Yeah, and we're like, oh, we got to book this, but let's book it for 2025.
Yeah.
And then we heard about this group cruise, and it was like, wow,
that's exactly what we want to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. Group cruise.
Yeah.
Nah. Well. So yeah, we got sucked in.
We did, but I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
All right. So day 6.
Day 6 is Glacier Bay.
And that's cruising only.
That's cruising only,
but it's not a sea day because you're going to be at Glacier Bay.
Yeah, we're going to be at Glacier Bay from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Is that how long it takes to go in, turn around, stop?
Probably, because they only allow a few ships in. I think it's like 3 ships a day to go into Glacier Bay. And if you didn't know this, Holland America and Princess Cruise Lines, I believe, are grandfathered in and are pretty much always allowed to go because they're the ones that have been there the longest. And I think normally Norwegian goes as well. But beyond that, you might not get Glacier Bay. So just for a heads up.
Yes.
You'll probably see some other glaciers, but...
and Cruise Addicts, Carnival Cruise Addicts, tell us what your itinerary is if you know it already.
Yeah. All right. So you've got a full day where you're going by, what is it, 5 or 6 different glaciers in Glacier Bay. I forget exactly how many there are.
I don't know.
But there are a bunch of glaciers, and they'll sit there and they'll turn the ship around so everybody can see it from their balconies or whatever.
Well, we'll be on deck
Yeah,
because
so you're going to be on deck like all day.
oh,
And there's
so
just-
yes, definitely do for Carnival Cruise Line. They haven't booked yet,
Yeah.
but you're looking. Okay. So is itinerary more important for you or ship?
That's a question.
Yeah. So that's a
I mean,
question to ask yourself.
when we were looking at booking an Alaska cruise, I knew that that I wanted to go either Holland America or Princess because they were the experts. They're the guys that have been doing it the longest. Even though to this point we've only sailed on Royal Caribbean. So
That's a good answer.
yeah. So for Alaska, it would be the itinerary. Exactly. And we wanted to see it all.
Of course.
You know,
Carnival Cruise Addicts. I wouldn't expect you to go on any
they're
other
going
thing
Carnival.
than Carnival.
Okay. Well,
I'm
definitely let
not
us
too
know
sure
how
what
it
they
goes.
offer, but
I don't
if
know.
you can if it in your budget, you can do a land and sea. And again, we haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But it's just very exciting. And so I know that we're gonna have an awesome time.
I'm
and
sure.
So yeah, if you guys can, if anybody can afford in their budget to do a land and sea, I would definitely do it. Something to save.
We'll
for.
see. We'll see.
Right? Maybe we'll be like, you know what? That
maybe
sucked.
you'll be
It's
like,
too long.
that's too long. Yeah. 11 days or 11 nights, whatever.
The only thing I might
It's
not
like-
be looking forward to, which we'll get to, well, I'll tell you when we get to it. It's in the land portion. But let's finish our itinerary,
Yeah.
right? All right. So day 7, we're at College Fjord. That's also cruising only, not necessarily a sea. Well,
It's going to
kind
be
of
like
a
an
sea
all-day cruising to get there because we don't even get to College Fjord
Right,
until 6 p.m.
o'clock. So we're there from 6 to 8.
6 to 8. So that kind of is a cruising day, but you're still
Kinda.
going through all the scenery, even if you're not in College Fjord. So
And we don't know what that scenery is.
Yeah, we don't know what it is. So
Right.
we're going to be taking you along with us.
Yeah.
We'll see
So
what
excited.
see what there is to see. And so yeah, no downtime.
No downtown?
No downtime.
No, yeah, no downtime.
No downtime. Yeah.
No, because we
It's
can't
like-
miss it. Like,
Yeah, you
we
can't
wanna
miss
see it.
anything because you're inside at some show. Who knows what's going on outside?
Right, because it won't be dark
And you're
out where you
missing the whole
can't see
point of
anything because
your cruise. So
the sun's not setting until what 10:30, 11 or something. So yeah, you're gonna miss
So
whatever
it's
it is.
it's
So
all
keep that in
sights.
mind.
But at least they do announce, from what I hear, and they'll say, okay, whale spotted off the starboard bow, or whatever.
Oh my god, I'd be like, come on, Corey, let's go. Like, you're like, wait, where did Lori go? She was just right here.
Yeah.
I went to go see the
You gotta
whale.
get somewhere where you can get a
Yeah.
view.
Yeah.
Get a view for sure. All right.
So day 8.
Let's see.
Oh wait, we got a question.
What are the best months to see northern lights in Alaska?
From what we hear, it's September.
Yep, from what I hear, it is September. So it's normally later in the year is the best. Of course,
the most likely.
Most likely, yeah. Of course, what was it last week before last? 2.5 weeks ago when we had the big
Oh, we had it here in North
Northern
Carolina.
Lights. Yeah, in North Carolina.
And of course, we missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the house. I didn't even know.
It was just here in the mountains, I think, because they saw it a lot here where we live, but I was 150 miles east at a beer fest, so I completely missed it.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I was I was hanging out with my friend. So yeah, I missed it.
Yeah.
But that's what we hear is September.
Yeah. That is my understanding as well. So I don't know if we're going to see any northern lights on this trip, but
I know.
we'll see.
I'm gonna be looking.
I definitely want to go back. Well, I say that now, but
let's get through
I
this
always plan
one.
ahead. Yeah.
Just before we go and book our next one. We are gonna already talked about doing it a little different and experiencing something a little different. So doing the one way, I wouldn't say it's difficult. It's just there's a lot more involved.
There is.
Because you're flying into one city and flying out of another. And so you're going to need a hotel, and you're going to need there's a lot more to to work out. I mean, well, you do want to go before, but yes.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, we're getting into Vancouver the day before, but we would have done that anyway.
Right.
And on the tail end, we're going to be flying out of Anchorage,
which we're about to get
which is
to.
actually that hotel is actually included in our booking. So
yeah.
not that big of a deal.
So day 8.
So day 8, we.
Oh, good night, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Thanks for coming.
Good night, guys. Thanks for coming in. We are in Whittier, Alaska, so we get off the ship there in Whittier
in the morning.
Really? Depart at 5 a.m.
That's what it says.
Yeah. We board a train.
This is what I'm not looking forward to. Where I said, okay, it's not that I'm not looking forward to it, but it's like an 7-8 hour train ride, and so
yeah.
I mean, I've never been on a train that long, so maybe I'll be all right with it. I mean, I'm going to have to be. I'm going to be sleeping, reading, watching movies.
When I was a teenager.
Videoing. Choo-choo.
When I was a teenager, I used to come up here to North Carolina and visit my grandparents for the summer, and I lived in New Orleans. So I'd hop on Amtrak, and I'd take the train all day long and get off down in northern Georgia. Grandparents would pick me up, and then I'd take the train back to New Orleans at the end of the summer. How long did it take you? It was all day long.
Oh, so it's going to be a walk in the park for
you. It was from like 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. or something, I think. So it was a long train ride.
I'd never been
and I was a teenager, so,
for a long time.
I had my Walkman and my cassettes and my earphones and books to read, and I'd go to the club car and have lunch, and so it was.
I still think it's going to be fun. I mean,
yeah, I mean, and
it's just the
scenery. That's the thing. I don't know that you're going to particularly. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some things that are kind of repetitive, and it's the same thing over and over again.
Right.
Maybe you'll get bored, and
But if you're not watching, you could miss something.
Right. And if you're not watching, you could miss animal sightings. Who knows what? You got the big 5 that you're looking for in Alaska.
Okay, so
all right, so you got
over here 1
grizzly bears, moose, caribou, wolf, and Dall sheep.
Yeah,
I think that's right. So those are the.
Oh, do you think I'll see a wolf?
I think that's right. Big 5. Wolves are probably the least likely to.
No, but
seen.
Do you think I would see a wolf?
Will you see a wolf? Probably.
I have a thing for wolves.
She has a thing for wolves.
So yeah, it's very possible that I might. I don't have a wolf necklace.
Maybe you'll get one in Alaska.
Gotta rub on a wolf necklace. I'm such a spaz, I know.
Yeah.
So then that train takes us to Denali National Park.
Yeah.
So
and
we arrived there at like 7 p.m.
at the McKinley Chalet Lodge in Denali, or right outside Denali National Park.
Right, part of Holland America.
Holland America's lodge there. And they've got like a whole village. So you've got restaurants. At this point, it's self-pay, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Once you leave the cruise ship, it's you're on.
Yeah. Once you leave the cruise ship,
you're not paying for the lodge because that's included in your booking.
That's included, but all of your food, drinks, anything else, is on you.
Yes.
Now you can buy a meal plan package,
which we were watching a video from somebody that we follow that said that they were liking whatever they did that first time that they went.
Yeah.
But for us, when we inquired with our travel agent, they basically said, well, it might not really be worth it from what I hear. It's really expensive for what you're getting. And we're like, okay, yeah, no problem.
Right.
So we'll just do our, whatever we're doing.
We'll go wherever we go, eat when we eat, and be done with it. Because if you're out in the park or something, then you'll miss whatever meal you would have had back at the resort. So, so we'll just play it by ear.
And then we do have some sort of excursion plan that's included in our booking.
Yep,
keep
it should
shaking your
be.
desk. No, it doesn't
It's
say
not
it.
on there.
No, it's
Huh.
not.
That's interesting. So yeah, I mean, our first day there, we're supposed to have the glacier tour,
It
or
might
not the
say
glacier tour, the tundra wilderness tour.
we're supposed to.
So we're supposed to get on a bus, and they'll take us as far in as you can go into Denali, because
I'm shaking.
there was a landslide 2-3 years ago, or a rock slide or something that took out the road that went all the way through Denali, and I guess they still haven't fixed it.
No.
So you go as far as you can go. If they see wildlife, they'll stop and let you take pictures or whatever. So, but that's like an entire, pretty much a whole day event.
I think so.
And
we have
I think
3
they give you
days.
like a little box lunch or box of snacks.
Yeah.
So,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So
Should be fun though.
Yeah. So we'll be there 3 days.
Well, 3 nights.
3. Right. Oh, that's true.
3
Because we
nights,
get
yeah.
there late the first one. And
Late the first one, we stay that night. Then we have 2 full days in Denali.
9,
So
9
one day,
and 10.
one day we've got the tundra tour,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other day we get to do some of the other things that they've got in Denali. And we had talked about the sled dog.
Yes, there's
show or
so in the
thing.
summer they have the sled dog training.
Yeah.
And you can go up and kind of see them kind of training and get and be able to interact with them.
Yeah.
And they said because that's when the puppies are are getting born and
play with the
and all that
puppies.
stuff,
Yeah,
which is good for the puppies because it's socializing the puppies, and it's good for you because who doesn't like to play with puppies? And so we were talking about maybe checking that out.
And we'll try to check that out. Maybe go on some hikes.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I step outside of the park if I can fly my drone. So
yeah,
get some footage. Hopefully on the tundra tour we'll get us be able to spot Denali.
Yes.
Formerly Mount McKinley.
Apparently, it's only 30% of people can see
only 30% of the
because
park
of the
visitors
cloud coverage.
get to see Denali because cloudy, rainy, whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
here, knock on wood, that we actually have good weather.
So you know
on
what?
That day.
We're gonna see it, and we're gonna have good weather. How's that?
All right.
What do you think
heard
of
it here first.
That's right.
We're going to be part of the 30% club.
Okay, so
and
what?
And I don't even know what all else there is to do in Denali.
No, so but we talked about taking like one of the shuttles over to the visitor center.
Yeah,
and then kind of go from there and see what we can do because we'll have at least one day. Yeah.
Yeah, one free day.
Yeah, that we can do
whatever else we want to do. So we're going to try to do that, and then after the third night there at McKinley Chalet Resort and Lodge or whatever it is, we get on a bus.
You sure it's not the train?
No, I think it's a bus back to Anchorage.
Ugh.
Yeah, so we're kind of repeating some of the same landscape probably that the train went through.
Yeah, so that's
that
that's
may
the one we can
be
sleep on.
A rest day. We may be able to rest on that. We'll see.
Yeah, the train's kind of fun. You can go to the different cars. You can go step outside. Yeah. You could, that. With a bus, I don't think you're moving. Like you're going to be stuck in your seat, and it's not
stopping every couple hours or whatever. And
yeah.
So,
I mean, we don't know. We're speculating.
But haven't seen. We've looked and watched tons of videos.
All right, so
and we haven't seen anyone that has had this particular cruise itinerary.
No.
So your guess is as good as ours. Then we get back to Anchorage.
Yeah.
And let's see.
So we get to Anchorage at 5 p.m. on day 11.
Oh gosh, we got to leave Denali at 5 a.m.
Yeah, looks like it.
And get to Anchorage 5 p.m. So 10 hours on the bus.
Yeah, but then it says depart 5. I think that maybe it just
maybe that's
that
just
on there.
default or something.
Yeah.
So then we've got a hotel in Anchorage. Or we think we've got a hotel in Anchorage.
I haven't been able to
I
find anything on
mean,
it.
the booking says it transfer to hotel and then
Yes,
transfer to airport the next day.
right. So I mean,
so hopefully that's right.
I can imagine what. I don't know.
So then we actually have all day that last day, which would be a Thursday,
Yes.
I think,
Yes.
in Anchorage to explore and see what we can see in that city.
And one thing I learned while researching, because we had to get the flights and stuff, was they leave in the evening in Alaska.
Yeah.
And then we didn't fly direct. So then you go into somewhere else. In this case, we're going into Seattle. And then you get a red eye from Seattle back home.
Right. So
we're actually getting in the next day.
So it's like 5 or 6 in the evening. We're flying out of Anchorage.
6:30.
6:30, getting into Seattle.
Like 9
Yeah,
something.
like 9 something.
Whatever.
And then we've got an 11 something flight
yeah.
out of Seattle time.
Right.
Getting into Atlanta at
like 7:30
in the morning. So
yeah,
so we're gonna be shot.
And then we've got almost a 3-hour ride home.
Yeah, then we got a 3-hour drive home.
Yeah.
But we'll probably.
Eddie, you want to meet for breakfast?
Yeah, because we're not leaving Atlanta right away.
Oh no, we're waiting
we're in
until
Atlanta
after.
just in time for rush hour traffic.
Yeah, not happening.
I'm not playing that game.
No, maybe 9 o'clock ish. We'll be at the airport.
All right, we'll shoot you a message on Facebook or something, Eddie.
We'll see what we can work out.
And see if maybe we can meet up. That would be, what is it?
That would be Friday
2 weeks
morning.
from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. On the 14th.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Saturday a.m.
If it was Saturday and we would leave straight there from there. And Friday. That's why we don't want to leave.
Yeah, this Friday we're driving to Atlanta, but I think you're driving.
You're going somewhere else.
Somewhere else to jump on a cruise. So.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yep. Cool.
I mean, just saying the itinerary and all the things we're doing, I'm like, wow, whew, there's a lot of things. I don't know how we're gonna get everything, but we're gonna try to get you as much content and fun stuff.
Yep. You're leaving this Friday at 6 p.m. and should be back on the 10th. All right. To New Jersey. Yeah. So
I'll leave that up to you guys, you boys.
Yeah. So
you guys can work it out, and
we'll reach out, Eddie, and see if maybe we can have breakfast or something while we're waiting for traffic to die down a little bit in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta.
Hey, look, we're gonna be. We don't even have any warm clothes.
I think I have one pair of shorts, just to have it, but I can wear long pants in 60 or 70 degree weather.
Yeah, Corey will message you.
I'll message you, Eddie. That is, like I say, 2 weeks from tomorrow is when we'll be in Atlanta.
Yeah,
but that should be cool.
God, it sounds so far away, and it's like right here, and it's just like
my
head's spinning, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm not really anxious, but I'm bringing only 7.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know what to expect.
No, I don't, and
never
that
been to
could
Alaska
be the anxiety.
before.
It's not bad anxiety. It's just like the unknown.
Yeah,
there's so many variables with this trip. It's exciting though. I can't wait to go.
Should be fun.
Yeah. And of course, I'm gonna have to work because I got to do payroll. Well, we're on the cruise.
But hey, at least we're mainly within the U.S., so cell phone should work.
Yes. And so I don't necessarily need a VPN because we're in the U.S.
Yeah. Probably won't need a VPN to do payroll.
Yeah, that'll be good. I mean, it doesn't matter. I got it now. So, but anyways, you guys don't care about that. So, any other any questions or anything, or what do you guys think about our itinerary? A pretty exciting itinerary.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, our first trip to Alaska, this was a good introduction. We're hitting the main 3 cities that everybody goes to, with Skagway, Juneau, and Ketchikan.
We're also hitting some glaciers.
And in Glacier Bay, College Fjord.
Yeah.
So you've got all of those things covered. Then we get to go to Denali for a couple of days. So we'll get to see a good part of the state and experience some Alaska.
Yeah.
Hopefully get sightings of all the big 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus whales.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have it on.
All right. Well, I think that just about wraps us up.
Yeah. Well, all right.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching us discuss our upcoming Alaska cruise. So,
and hopefully we have a place to stay in Anchorage.
Yeah. Hopefully.
If not,
we'll let you know.
If not, let us know where to stay.
If you don't follow us on the Instagram already, go ahead and do so, because sure she's going to be posting a lot of pictures from the trip.
Yes.
And updates there and on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
All right, from peaks to tides.
We'll see you on the next ride.
Bye, guys.
Bye.